Hey everyone, welcome to today's show, Awesome Animals. I'm Sydney.
I'm Allie.
And today's episode is going to be about cryptic coloration. So you may have never heard of the term cryptic coloration, but you probably have heard it called camouflage. In this video, we'll cover pigment versus physical camouflage in some animals, and then animals that use camouflage without physical or pigment coloration. And then we're going to discuss behavior with cryptic coloration, ending with a little quiz to show how much you've learned. So let's begin.
In order to camouflage themselves, animals can use pigment of their skin or physical structures to blend into their surroundings. An example of pigment cryptic coloration is the famous octopus. And another example for the physical structure as cryptic coloration is the stingray. Here's an example of them both. Here, the octopus tries to use the pigments in its skin to get away from the diver by going and hiding and looking like coral. Now, do you see this ray? The ray used the sand as camouflage. Rays will normally do this as a defense and a way to catch prey, where they bury themselves in the sand and stay there until predators pass or prey comes along. In this case, the pigmentation of the octopus couldn't help him against the sand-covered ray.
So animals with fur depend on different camouflage techniques than animals with scales or feathers. That's because when shedding, animals with fur take much longer to grow their fur back than animals take to grow back scales or feathers. Since fur takes longer to grow back, animals with fur usually shed seasonally. For example, with the Arctic fox, it'll keep its white coat during the winter to blend in with the snow around it, and then in the summertime it'll grow in its darker coat. This is similar to hunters and the season in which they're hunting. So if you were to go hunting in the fall when all the leaves are orange, red, and brown, would you wear green camouflage or an orange and brown camouflage outfit? Yeah, I would go with the orange and brown camouflage too. This way you could hide better and the prey won't see you as easily.
Behavior is also important. For example, animals use different cryptic coloration techniques when they live alone versus when they live in groups. When you live alone, you may want to blend into the environment, but if you're lived in a group, you might want to blend in with each other. For example, zebras stand out when they are alone, but when they live in big herds, it is hard for predators, like a lion, to pick one zebra out to hunt. This type of cryptic coloration is called disruptive coloration. Disruptive coloration doesn't only have to be in groups. It's based more on whether or not it's stripes or spots, such as tigers and whale sharks.
Now it's time for that quiz I was telling you about. Let's see if you can find the following animal and describe what category of cryptic coloration the animal is using to hide.
Let's begin!
So this leopard is using disruptive coloration with its spots.
The sand viper is using sand as a physical structure to hide.
The wolf is using seasonal shedding to blend into its environment.
The flounder is using its pigment to blend in with the lighter sand.